What I'm holding in my hands is the HTC Re Camera. As HTC calls it, it's a remarkable little camera. And it's a lifestyle cam, it's not an action cam, it's perfect for selfies, and it's always on. You just have to grab it, hold it, press the button and take a picture effortlessly, no viewfinder, no effort at all. It's quick and easy, but are the images any good? And how does it record video? This is Victor with PhoneArena with a review of the HTC Re Camera. The Re Camera is shaped like an inhaler. It's very convenient to hold and it has this large one-way shutter key that you press and it falls just where your thumb resides. It's very convenient. And you can also take a selfie with your index finger just like this. In terms of buttons, apart from this one, you'll have one more right here, and this one acts as a toggle, so you can switch slow motion video on or off. And if you want to record time-lapse, you just go into the Re Camera companion app, and that's where you enable that video from. In terms of design, you have this glossy finish and we have the white color, but you have a set of fresh colors that you can pick from for the Re Camera. And overall, it's very snug, very convenient fit, and you can also very inconspicuously and quickly snap with it, and that's one of its main advantages. The companion app is an essential part of the Re experience, and it's something that is missing on rival products like the Polaroid Cube, for instance. It's a free download on iOS and the Google Play Store and has a fairly simple interface that gets the job done with no bells and whistles. First, the app provides a remote viewfinder for the Re Camera. The viewfinder is a bit laggy, but it is helpful. The app is also the place where you adjust settings for the camera. You don't have any manual control over ISO, exposure and white balance, so your options are limited, but you can set video resolution to 1080p 30 frames per second or 720p at 30 frames per second. You can also set photo resolution at 16 megapixel with 4:3 aspect ratio, 12 megapixel with 16:9 aspect ratio and lower. And you also have an ultra wide angle toggle that allows you to capture images with a fisheye-like effects. The video stabilization option is also neat, and even though the stabilization is digital, it works very well, and we found it to outperform the optical stabilization of devices like the Samsung Galaxy Note 4, for instance. With a built-in wireless module, the Re creates an ad hoc wireless network via Wi-Fi Direct with your smartphone and transfer images and videos quickly. The Re comes with a fixed focus camera, and that's important. It means that you cannot focus up close and capture images like macro. Instead, everything that is not extremely up close will be in focus, always. It also results in images that lack that shallowness in the depth of field that you might have seen in DSLR shots, and instead images look very flat. Digging deeper, we see a 16 megapixel 1 to 2.3 inches Sony CMOS sensor, and this is the same size as the sensor in the Sony Xperia Z3. On top of that sensor is a 146 degree ultra wide angle lens with an aperture of f2.8. Speaking in 35mm equivalents, the lens has a focal length of 17mm, quite the wide-angle shooter compared to smartphone cameras like the 31mm lens on the Note 4 or the 29mm lens on the iPhone 6. The image quality out of the HTC Re Camera is decent, but if you obsess over image quality, you'd notice quite a few issues with it. Images come with colors that appear a bit dull, and detail rendition is below average. Everything looks smudgy and there are very noticeable sharpening halo artifacts, and this applies even in photos taken outdoors in bright sunlight. The very wide-angle lens also introduced barrel distortions, noticeable even in more central parts of the image. Go indoors and in lower lit environments and taking a sharp image becomes particularly hard. Shooting blindfolded without any viewfinder, you end up with a lot of very blurry, plain unusable photos. Noise is also an issue in lower lit situations, and if the light is scarce, it often makes no sense to use the Re Camera at all, as images don't turn out well. Keep in mind that those are the impressions that you get after comparing the Re with the main cameras of smartphones. But given that a big part of the Re's suggested use is for selfies, we should say that the selfies that you can capture with it are much better looking than what you can shoot with the front-facing camera of any smartphone. With all this in mind, the Re offers a unique shooting experience. Just grab it and shoot, and this quickness makes it perfect for impromptu moments. It's also very inconspicuous, especially when you turn off the shutter sound. The Re can also shoot from a lot of interesting new angles that you usually wouldn't use a camera or a smartphone in. An overhead shot? The Re makes that easy. Shoot close to the ground, particularly useful for taking pictures or videos of your pets and kids, not a problem with the Re Camera. The Re Camera is powered by an 820 mAh battery that HTC claims can last you enough time to snap as much as 1200 photos or around 1 hour and 50 minutes of 1080p video. We found the 2-hour longevity claim to be about right, and for us that felt a bit limiting. We should also note that the battery is not user removable. The Re Camera is compatible with all tripods as it has a standard camera mount, but HTC has also announced plans to release several accessories for the Re Camera: an adjustable clamp, a charging stand, a universal mounting stand, a universal wall plug charger with a portable battery and dual port adapter. In conclusion, we ought to say that the HTC Re Camera is indeed a remarkable little device, but it's not a cheap one. It costs $200, while for just $100 you can get the Polaroid Cube, or for $130 you can get the most basic version of a GoPro. Now this here, however, while not excelling in photo and video quality, excels in ease of use. It's indeed remarkably simple to take a selfie, just like this, to go and shoot from a different angle, from up top, from down low, from all sorts of angles, and it's very fun. If you have $200 to spend, you'll definitely enjoy playing with it, but it's a bit overpriced. For a more detailed review, make sure to go to PhoneArena.com. Thanks for watching.